What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the GGBL, Season 5 of our playoff simulation. Last episode we did the wild card, now we're here in the divisional round, and what you're about to see is me doing it live. This is obviously post-production commentary to lead you in. Of course, the video I did completely of the playoff sim was about an hour and a half, so I didn't feel like, me going through all of the pitching matchups and the previews and things like that would be a good upload. I mean, it's an hour and a half, guys. So split it up into 3 different segments here. Yesterday was the wild card. Today will be the divisional. Wednesday will be the championship series sim. And then Friday will be the Gold Series live stream. So we'll do it just how we've always done it. Game 1 is gameplay. Game 2 is simmed. Break the ties and sim as well. And then play the games with elimination tied to it, right? So, guys, that's it for me here in this little introduction. Let's get right back to where we left off. We are in the divisional round, and let's see who's going to advance to the championship series. Enjoy. All right, let's go ahead and sim. Houston gets a win there, 4-0. It was a very tight matchup all the way around. A lot of hits between both teams, but San Francisco was held scoreless, despite how many hits they had. And then Houston scored all 4 of their runs there in the 6th inning. So the matchup of the day, Richmond-Seattle. And Emeralds don't have, well, of course not. And then, Seattle. Seattle beats Richmond. Shevchuk gets it done against his former teammate. 2 runs in the 8th inning there for Richmond. Other than that, we couldn't figure out Shevchuk. We had 5 hits on the day. So box score time, Pierce 3 for 4, Stoitsiadis 3 for 4, Vega 3 for 4. So really only a couple guys made up all the hits. It's kind of crazy. But look at what Fukumori was able to do. Only gave up a double to Timothy Pierce. That's how good that he was. 7 2/3. He gave up 10 knocks. 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, and then Spears got the inning and a third save. Take a look at this box score here. Brady Dunn in the leadoff spot. Not really how I would have done it. Why is Holberman and KJ not playing? Why? What is that about? Why would they not play in game number 1? They're tired. That makes no sense at all. That frustrates me a little bit. I would back out, but because of goofy things like that. If that happened to anybody, I would back out. That's kind of goofy. But whatever. I just don't see that ever happening in a playoff situation. Sitting your stars. I don't know. That's goofy. Anyway, James Monroe, 2 earned, 3 Ks. Just really couldn't get the strikeout pitch working by the looks of it here. Seattle was able to figure him out. Drummond was fine. Slaughter gave up the run to potentially cost them the game, I think. You get that would be through 6 innings with Drummond, and then Slaughter came into the 7th and gave up a run, and that was it. So, okay, moving on here to the 3rd, where we get more matchups. We get Hendricks and Escobar, which I want to look at. This is where it starts to get a little bit messy because you're trying to, yeah, that's what we want. We want Hendricks because I think Goldie was like 50% ready. And then for Columbus, we get Cairo, Rico Ramos. This is the one we wanted to look at because I think Janine Rivera is probably ready to go. Take a look. Yeah, I'd say I'd give him the ball. I would do that. So we'll do Rivera for Cairo, then that, then that. So Rivera, Cairo, Drake. Good. Sweet. All right, San Antonio. Michigan was fine. We liked them. San Antonio, we wanted to check them too. Yeah, they're ready. Feliz and Freeman are ready. kind of thought that they were, but I don't want to give a guy a start if he's like 50%. You know, don't think that that's very fair. So we'll go with this setup there. Let's just make sure it's right. Okay, cool. Let's get into the sim here, guys. All right, we're just gonna go sim, okay? Not gonna do too many. Oh God, woo! Michigan, 6 runs in the third. That was my phone. Janelle, Rivera, and Ramos. Oh, in the 12th inning, Phoenix wins it on a walk-off. San Francisco loses to Houston, so Escobar gets it done. And then Piazza, Hemingway, Richmond gets the dub. 2 runs in the third, 1 in the 5th, and Piazza shut him out the rest of the way. So let's do a little quick box score scroll. Really nothing to see here for San Antonio. Could not get the bats moving at all. Humberto Feliz was bad. 2 2/3, 6 earned runs. Really, nobody could figure out that Michigan offense. We got Choi went 4 for 5. Dalton Jett, Mazza, Humberto, Puckett, Sousa. They couldn't figure him out. Puckett had 2 home runs. Bloodworth almost won a complete game. But he did give up the 1 run, and then he was knocked out. So he was going to shoot for the shutout there. 10 strikeouts in 8 2/3. Crazy. But in the 12th inning, I love to look at the box scores to see like who did what. The only runs scored for Columbus were off the home runs. Pip Banks, Mario Mazza, and Riley Barr. Janelle was pretty solid. I'd say he's solid. I'm not going to say he was good. I'll say he was solid there. 5 innings, 3 earned, 3 strikeouts. You got to get the strikeout pitch moving there a little bit more. But let's see. How many at-bats? What was the maximum number of at-bats here? 5? Yeah, Drago had 4. He had 3 official at-bats and a walk, so he had 4. So Michael Ruth must have hit the walk-off home run. That's what it looks like. Yep. Wish they'd give you a game log, but he has a home run to his credit and 2 runs in the bottom of the 12th inning. Like if you score 1 run, you win 5-4. So scoring 2, winning by 2. It was tied 4-4 going in. So yeah, I think he hit a walk-off home run. Ramos was really good too. 4 earned, 6 innings through 4 runs. Scoring was 7 strikeouts. So pretty good, man. Pretty good. San Fran can't get the offense going, man. Miles Hendricks, 3 innings, and they needed Liam Worm to come in and clean it up in 5 innings. But that offense for Houston, man, it's something. Jay Kinney, 2 for 4, 3 ribbies at a home run. Katz, Rico, and Franks at Bing, and I mean, Houston's legit, man. They are legit. It might be a Houston-Michigan Gold Series. That'd be kind of cool, actually. 2 cool teams. Escobar, 7 2/3 with 7 Ks. And then let's take a look and see what happened here with the Richmond game. KJ, 1 for 3. Hoperman batting .222. He's going 0 for a lot. But Mejia came through with a triple. Brady Dunn with a home run. Okay, so the bottom of the order guys clutched it up. Bullpen came in and did a job too. Skarsgård with a save. Piazza 6 2 with none earned against him. Love to see it. Okay, here's where we stand. Houston could win the next game and sweep San Francisco. Richmond, Seattle, huge and pivotal game number 3. Phoenix, Columbus, Michigan, and San Antonio only into game 2 territory. So here's your game 2 territory right here. Freeman against Choi. San Antonio gets a W. Columbus and Phoenix. Phoenix gets a W. Columbus can't get the bats moving. And let's see how the box score is shaped up. 6 runs for San Antonio in the 2nd and the 3rd combined. 5 runs for Michigan in the 6th. I won't really go over box scores here for these games just because it's kind of getting a little repetitive. Nothing really standing out here, you know. Like, at walk-off, I'd like to see like who's scoring, who's doing stuff, and who's creating the runs. But let's get into these guys here. So we got Boyd Rush against Stephen Goldie. It's probably a good thing for Houston to get their number 3 starter going in that game. See if he can handle it. If not, it's 2-1. No sweat. But Stephen Goldie, best guy out there for San Francisco, so we'll see what happens. For Kern and Steve Morgan, I do kind of want to see if this is the best that it could be for Seattle and for Richmond. So I want to look that up. I think it is for Richmond, but I want to see. So this could decide it. And, all the preceding games. I'm going to do it. Anyway. So, there, okay, all right. San Francisco gets a win. So, Goldie gets it done, guys. Goldie gets it done. Crosley Cats, home run. Just not enough. 3 runs in the second inning. 5 for San Francisco in the 5th inning. 2 in the 6th. So David Spears came on, tried to relieve Boyd Rush. Man, Rush got kicked around a little bit there. Sixto, Talbot, Pierce, Bonds, Stoitsiadis. Vega didn't do anything, 0 for 4. But Goldie was okay. 5 1/3. He did his job. He did what he needed to do. Right? Okay. Let's take a look. Richmond. What do we got? Not playing you. I'm definitely not starting you. Do we have any of these guys available? Probably not. I'm going to say probably not. Seattle could get away with starting Steve Morgan. I think he's their 3rd best pitcher anyway. Let's take a look here. They could go with Roberson too. So they got options. 89 overall there for Steve Morgan, 84 for Roberson. But we've got Cesar Silva has not pitched in the postseason. He was not good. I would not hang my hat on him at all. Rich Norman, again, 3 and 14, not doing it. Our 2 best pitchers are toast. So it is going to have to come down to Silva or Kern. And Kern's probably only going to give us like 4 innings anyway. So, tough call. What do I want to do? Kern wasn't really that good either. Silva's got better home runs per 9 numbers. I probably got to go with Kern just based on the hits per 9, walks per 9. He's just better. So I say we go with it. We got Morgan and Kern. And then for Seattle, again, these guys are both ready to go. They're healthy. Morgan, 8 and 10. Roberson, 13 and 7. It's hard to argue. It's hard to argue, man. But here's the thing. Roberson did that in simulation, which is what we're doing right now. But Morgan's sim numbers are so much better, though. 88 hits per 9, 81 K per 9. I'm going to give him Roberson. I'll give him Roberson because he won more games. But here's the problem. If you get when we do this game simmed right now, we break the tie. If Seattle loses this game, they're gonna have to throw Shevchuk out there. They have to. They got it. They gotta stay alive. So I think we're gonna give him Morgan. Look at the per 9s. Like there's so much. Roberson's more well rounded, but Morgan is so much better. So I think that's probably only fair. Okay, here we go. Morgan and Kern. There you go. So Morgan got it done. Kern got lit up. 8 runs in the 4th inning. Oh my God. Kobayashi, Clayton Hall, Cervantes, Tora, William Murphy. The home runs left and right. Gabriel Oakes, 2 for 4 with 5 RBIs. So that must have been the damage done in the 4th inning. Had to have been. Wow. Steve Morgan, 5 1/3, 3 earned, 4 Ks. He did his job. And the offense there for Richmond, 6 runs should be enough to win you a game. But Addison was the only one to do anything. 6 RBIs. Had 2 home runs. He's hitting .526. That's insanity. Darren Kern, 3 innings, 10 hits against him. Nobody walked. Nobody struck out. Ackerman gave up 6 runs, but we had an error on Ricky Holberman. Oh my God. He's playing first base. How do you make an error there? Ouch. That one hurts for Richmond. So it will be probably James Monroe. I'm hoping Monroe can go here. Let's see. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, 50%. Oh my God. All right, let's see. I'm just gonna simulate the day. How about that? I'm gonna simulate the day. I'm not even gonna do. I'm just not gonna do the 1x1. Let's pray to God. Let's just please. Oh, thank God! Thank God. 4-3 victory. What happened? What happened? Oh my! 15 innings. Dude, this rivalry is insane. This rivalry is insane. Mark Morehouse, 5 for 7. Dude, what the heck happened in this game? Roberson was good. 6 innings, 5 strikeouts. The bullpen was... I'd say the bullpen was pretty good for Seattle, wouldn't you? Look at all those innings that they had to eat. Now, how does this play into game number 5, right? That's the crazy part about this. How does this play into game number 5? All those innings that the bullpen had to eat up. Mejia went 3 for 6 today with a ribby and a walk. Holberman had a home run. Mejia had a home run. Burner and Mejia had doubles. Caveda had a triple. Wow. Silva, though, I'd say he was decent. 5 1/3, 8 knocks, 5 strikeouts. But the bullpen, though, for Richmond, wow. 2/3 for Drummond, 1 for Cullen, 2 for Pryor, 1 2/3 for Slaughter, Michael, and then Gene had an inning in the 3rd. Then Skarsgård had to pitch 3 innings. Dude, his arm's about to fall off. He's not built that way. He's got 34 stamina. I mean, what? Holy crap, dude. That game's nuts. Okay. We gotta look at those box scores, though. Okay, so nothing really happened there. San Francisco gets a win. He's just like a sim monster, apparently. Phoenix does advance, scoring 2 runs in the top of the 9th, and then closing them out. So congratulations there to Phoenix. Spencer Clark, how did he do here? How did Spencer Clark do? Angela Ruth was a beast. 7 strikeouts in 2 earned. Awesome job by the youngster. So Phoenix slays the Cardinals. They will not win another GGBL championship. So at least we have potentially some new blood, right? Nobody here in the field any longer has won a Gold Series. So, brand new teams. All right, let's go to the 7th. What do we got now? Donnellan against Rahav. So San Antonio is up 2-1. That was huge. So I don't think that Rahav is probably the best guy to go in this game. So I do want to take a look and see what they could potentially do here. And Donnellan, probably not the best guy that Michigan could go with either. So let's jump into this one and just see what we've got here to play with. So Bloodworth is ready. Choi is ready as well. And on the other side, you've got Feliz, who's been bad, but he might be your last hope. You know what? We should start Rahav. He's been good. Rahav's been good all season long, even though he's an 80 overall. And for Michigan, Donnellan was good too. 15-7, 21 quality starts in 32 games started. And then Bloodworth, he's your best guy. John Choi had a losing record this year. Man, that's tough. That is really, really tough. I think you got to go with. I think you got to go with Bloodworth, and then you just pray that Donnellan does the job for you. Yeah. If you're Michigan, I think you go with your best man. And I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do Bloodworth for Donnellan and then Donnellan for Lothbrok. So that way, if it does get to a game number 5, then you've got Bloodworth here right now. You got your best pitcher going now to try to keep you in this series and then hope that Donnellan wins it for you. So let's just see. Michigan does get the win. 2 hits given up to San Antonio. Dom Taylor had a home run. Mazza with a double. Mazza with a stolen base. Bloodworth went 8 innings, 8 strikeouts. He was the right call against that San Antonio offense. Blanco had the lone run scored for the Bandits with a solo home run. But Rahab was good. 7 strikeouts in 6 innings. So you give it to the man. He's been great. Okay. Got some matchups here now, don't we? We don't want Zachary and Norman to finish off a Game 5. And Lensko and Montalvo, probably not wanting those guys to go either. So let's get this squared away. We definitely want a James Monroe. Right? James Monroe and Alexei Shevchuk matchup right there. That's exactly what we want. Mano y mano. Okay. Montalvo. How good was he? 11 and 10. I think Mario went the last game. Yep. And yeah, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's ready. Fukumori is ready. So that's what we want there. San Francisco. We probably want Burnside. Yep. Because Burnside pitched up here. He's also got as many days rest as well. All right, here we go. I just don't want to do that. I don't want to do that one yet. I don't want to touch it. What? The Grizzlies? They beat Houston? No way. What? What? How did that happen? Oh no, Houston. Rico, Kinney, and Franks. 0 for 12. Everybody else hit. Baldrick Raynell even had a home run. Wow, dude. He's hitting .533. Fukumori, 5 earned runs in 5 innings. Spears came in, gave up more runs. Wow. That's an upset, man. That is an upset. San Francisco, they just kind of, they won 2 straight games to steal this from them. 3 straight games, actually. Wow, guys. Houston was up on them 2-0, and they blew it. Oh, no. They were up on them 2-0, and they blew it. San Francisco, man, they managed their pitching staff the right way. Holy crap. All right, let's get into it. I'm a little nervous. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Oh, my God. That was so painful. Oh, to go through that's painful, man. Whew. Ricky 2 for 5. Addison 3 for 5. 2 ribbies. He continues to just rip the cover off the ball. 483 batting average. Both pitchers were really good, man. Both pitchers were really good. James Monroe, 2 earned, 6 Ks. But you look at the run production. Everybody got a hit except for Campbell for Seattle. But you look at the RBIs, only 2. Look at Shevchuk. 5 1/3, 3 strikeouts. He did what he had to do. But Richmond's offense got to last season's Best Pitcher Award winner in Ramon Anaya. 1 2/3, 2 earned runs. Let's go, boys. Richmond is back in the NLCS. They're back for a 5th straight season. That rivalry is getting to me, man. Seattle and Richmond. It's getting nuts. I'm starting to feel bad for Seattle fans. But you know what? It's shared misery between the two of them. Because every time we beat them, they get pissed. But every time that we get into the Gold Series, we can't win. So Seattle fans are happy that we can't win. So it's just this. It's like this Michigan-Ohio State thing. That's what's happening right now. But look at the goals here for Seattle. So in 2023, this is the first season that we started this. Made it to the divisional series and lost. 2024, same thing. 2025, same thing. They can't get past the divisional series, right? Well, they finally get to the NLCS, and they lose to Richmond in the NLCS. Now they get back to the divisional series and lose again to Richmond. It's crazy. It's crazy. They just cannot seem to get over the hump with these guys. So I don't know what they have to do, but it's been close, man. They keep getting closer and closer and closer to us, for sure. All right, so Michigan and San Antonio. We're moving on. Michigan, San Antonio. What do we got? Hollander and Donnellan. What? Hollander and Donnellan. It cannot be Hollander. It's got to be Feliz. As much as I hate to... No, maybe not. Maybe not. Don't do that. Let's do Frankie Freeman. Or his number's like... Yeah, 15-6, 338. It's got to be Frankie Freeman against Matt Donnellan. So, there's your pitching matchup there for Michigan. Although they could go with Choi, too. Couldn't they? But he's been bad, too. He did not have a good year. Ooh. We got to look at that. We got to look at that. What do they got working for him here? Choi's ready. Hawkins is ready, too. That's probably what they should do. Yeah. Michigan's got to go with Hawkins. Sorry, Donnellan. They got to go with Hawkins. All right, Freeman against Hawkins. Here we go. For all the marbles to head to the ALCS. The Bandits have done it. They got it done. 5 runs in the first inning. So if you're Michigan, you just thank Bellamy Bloodworth for getting you here. But, man, Hawkins couldn't figure him out. Freeman had a tough time, too. He gave up 10 hits in 5 1/3. Bullpen came in and did their thing. Rosado, Kaufman, and, yeah, I mean, they did their thing. Michigan got shut down. Dom Taylor went 5 for 5. Dalton Jett 1 for 4. Man, Michigan, the number 1 seed, gets knocked off. Hawkins came in, gave up 6 earned. Wade Russell came in, gave him 2 earned. He was actually better than the starter. Hawkins. Crazy. But there's your matchups, guys. San Antonio and Phoenix. So, yet again, no matter what happens, someone from the AL West is going back to the Gold Series. So outside of Season 1 and Season 3, every year we've had somebody in the championship, in the Gold Series, from the AL West. Absolutely nutsos. So there's your updated bracket. Championship series are set. San Antonio, Phoenix, AL West matchup, and then San Fran and Richmond, who have themselves a little mini rivalry. If you want to go back to GGBL 21, they faced off in the postseason a couple times back there. Of course, that's non-canon. This GGBL version is canon. Now that we've done more seasons, I think we only got through Season 4 back then. Obviously, some things have changed as far as format goes and history goes and whatnot. So don't take into account anything that happened in GGBL 21, okay? Just my advice to you guys. Stick with this one as the canon. But Richmond and San Fran should be pretty good, I think. San Francisco obviously should be on watch, you know, beating Houston, the number 1 seed, beating them in that game number 5. Richmond, of course, coming off of a ridiculous game, 15 innings in one of those matchups there, going into game 5. So game 4 went 15 innings. Game 5. Obviously, the bullpen is a little bit taxed. A lot of stressful innings in that matchup. So how does Richmond's pitching match up with San Francisco, right? That's going to be a big tell about how this series is going to go. So, guys, I'll see you on Wednesday for the Championship Series simulation. And then, of course, again on Friday, we'll start the Gold Series live stream. That'll potentially be bleeding into the weekend, depending on how many games that this Gold Series goes. So, can Richmond do it? Can they get back to the Gold Series for a 5th straight season? Either way, on the AL West side, we're going to have somebody different. San Antonio or Phoenix, 2 AL West rivals. Leave a like if you like this thing, guys. We'll see you in the next one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.